Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Welcome to the Fight to Unite podcast. I am Aaliyah Freeman. I am your host, and I'm super excited to be here with you today because our topic today is something very, very, very good, sensitive to those who are new in the beauty industry. And today we're going to jump into how you can build your confidence as a new beauty pro. So I know if you're just getting out of beauty school, or if you're in a space where you're already working in a salon or you're starting to build your clientele, I know the number one thing that can be a common issue is confidence. So today we're going to talk about how you can build your confidence as a professional hairstylist. And one thing that I can share with you, even if confident, even if you're in, no matter what stage of your career you are in, confidence is one thing that can help you be able to grow and build your beauty business in numerous of ways. Number one thing you need to have is confidence. So today we're going to unpack some things, practical things, physical things, spiritual things that you can do to help build your confidence, okay? So I want to thank you guys for listening to us and let us know how we are doing. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment box and just shoot something that has been very, very helpful for you, some things that you were able to take into consideration, and let us know how you enjoyed today's podcast, okay? So I'm ready to pour in. Be sure to grab a notebook, invite a friend, and let's talk about some ways on how you can build your confidence as a new beauty pro. Okay. So, the first thing I want to talk about today is before I give you anything that you need to do as far as building your beauty in your beauty business, first thing you must do is you must believe in yourself. Before you can even believe in yourself, you must first believe in the thing that God is calling you to do. There is nothing that you cannot do. Anything is possible for those who believe. So if you believe in the thing that God is telling you to do, you believe in yourself because you know that He is providing a strength within you to do the things that you feel like you aren't capable of doing. First and foremost, let me share with you weakness is not a sign of weakness. Whatever it feels like is your weakness, I want you to know it is the very thing God uses as your strength. So feel free to embrace your weaknesses. Feel free to ask for help in your weaknesses because it's the very thing that will be turned around. And for me, I will share with you guys, I struggled with confidence. When I was a kid, growing up, coming into the growing up in high school and in middle school, confidence was very low. I wore hearing aids and my peers was not very interested in me wearing the hearing aids. So that was like the number one thing, being checked about my hearing, being checked about my weight. All of these things my they were the things I was ashamed of. But it is the very thing that God turned around and used in my nowadays. So I want you to know that whatever the thing that you probably are insecure about is the very thing God wants to use so that He can get the glory, but also so that He's able to show you what He really made you capable of. So that's the number one thing. I want you to believe in yourself. I don't want you to compare yourself. I know you may be inspired by others' work on Instagram, YouTube. You may be watching some beauty pros from afar, and you may see them doing all of these great things. But one thing I want you to know is I want you to know and understand that you are capable of doing the thing that you are called to do. Don't compare yourself. Do not compete. And I guarantee you, you will see yourself begin to progress. Know that you have all that you need. I know that you're probably like, okay, I need the newest blow dryer. I need a Dyson blow dryer. I need a babyless flat iron. I need all of the things, right? You're naming all of the things that you see everybody else have, and you're like, if only I had this, and if only I had that, then I'll be able to get those clients that I'm looking for. Well, I want to share with you that is not the biggest hindrance of why you aren't getting the client. Okay? I want you to know those things are important, but you have everything you need to get started. Do not let not having those things hinder you from being able to take the necessary step to be able to build your clientele where you are. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I want you to know that is key, that is important, and you want to make sure that you are believing in yourself. All right. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about is be forever a student. I am 25 years into, excuse me, guys. I am 25 years into the beauty industry and I am still a student. I'm learning constantly. I am I'm learning constantly. I'm forever in a workshop, a class online. I have books on my dresser that are filled with different things so that I can challenge myself to learn new information so that I can apply it to my business so that I can grow. This is something that does not stop when you finish school. This is something that you want to keep on going, forever be a student. I know you're so grateful that you're out of beauty school, or maybe you're in beauty school and you're like, I'm so ready to be out of here so I could be done with school. But listen, you want to forever be a student. This is going to be a great way to help you leverage your confidence. This is how you build your confidence because the more you know, the more you will grow. Ways that you can continue to grow and be a student in the industry is you want to keep taking classes. So attend workshop, listen to podcasts, webinars, attend classes. You can do YouTube, Instagram lives. Stay up to date on trends and techniques because they're always evolving. The moment you get on to one, there's another one that comes around. So one thing I can tell you is when you put a stop on these things, you'll start to notice that within your business. There have been seasons where I felt like I wanted to stop keeping up, and it showed. It showed in my work. And so what happened is I recognize you don't have to do it all at once. You can be able to do it in season, meaning within 1 year, you have 4 quarters. Pick a quarter where you want to invest in more information, more classes, or whatnot. Don't try to do it all at once or do it the entire year. Split it up. Give yourself some time for life to happen. Give yourself some time so that you can be able to be social. You don't have to do this 100% every single day of your career. So that is something I want you to take into consideration to make sure you set goals on when you're going to be able to go to a workshop or go to a class, or you should be reading every single day, staying up on business skills, your business knowledge. Download apps. One app I love is Entrepreneur. Download the Entrepreneur app. You can always know and understand all the different things that are happening in the entrepreneurship world, especially if you're a beauty entrepreneur. And then also too, it gives you the ability to stay updated on all the things that are changing in our industry. Okay, so forever be a student. That is key, okay? All right, so let's talk about how you can, y'all like to say manifest, but you can't manifest these things, but you can pray and speak them, and they will happen in due time. The Bible says, write the vision, write it down, write it clear as day. And in due time, it will come to pass. So, one thing I want you to do is I want you to pray and speak over your business. Pray and speak over your chair. Pray and speak over what you want to see as you're coming out of beauty school. Because what you're going to recognize is you have the power to speak what you want to see in your life. I'll never forget this. Coming into the industry, I didn't have many clients, and I began to do this. Also, too, I applied this technique when I started my salon suite business, and I didn't have many clients. And y'all, when I tell you the clients were coming, they started coming because I believed that it was possible. It's all about your belief. You must believe, pray, seek God, ask Him, what do He want for you? Where should you start? Where should you go? What should you do? Speak what you want to see. I know you may not see the business flowing right now, but you can speak what you want to see in your life over your chair. How do you want your business to look? What do you want it to feel like for your client? All of these things are possible if you take the time to put some time in with prayer and speaking over your chair. Okay? So that's one thing I want you to do is to pray and speak over your chair. All of this stuff is going to help build your confidence. Okay? It's not just something you just wake up and do. These are some things that you can apply that will help you build your confidence. All right. One thing I want to talk about is do not be afraid to post your work. I know we live in a world that judges. You might be scared to post your work. You may not be confident to post your work because you're afraid of what people may say. People are going to say something regardless, if it's good or if it's bad. But do not be afraid to post your work. Here's why. Even if you're really good at something or if you feel like you're not good at something, you need documentation to see your growth. I remember there was a time when I first started, I was doing my clients' hair, and at the time, I thought that I was doing a really great job. And here I am looking back 10, 15 years later, looking at my work, and I'm like, oh my God, this same client that I'm still servicing, he is still getting his hair done by me. But I'm looking at my work now and my work back then. The client was confident in me back then just as well as he was with me now. And so the same thing with you. Do not compare your work with Jennifer on Instagram work. Jennifer may have been doing this thing for 23 years and you're just getting started. Don't compare yourself. And do know Jennifer had to start somewhere. At one point, Jennifer took her skills and she was posting it when she first started too. So be sure you're not comparing yourself to those whose work looks very flawless on Instagram. But I do want you to take the time to do your work, effort, like make sure you are putting in the effort to create clean, nice hairstyles and post them. Because little do you not know, someone is going to admire and love your work regardless of what you think about it. So you don't want to be missing opportunities to connect with clients because of your shame and your insecurity. So that's something that I think is key and is important to make sure that you're doing what is necessary to post your work so that people can see who you are and you're showing up online. Also, too, when someone asks to see your work, you meet clients and they like, do you have an Instagram? And you be like, oh no, I don't have one, or I don't have any pictures on it. How are clients going to know who you are, what you do, what you offer? This is the number one strategy to getting clients. You meet them, you can send them to your Instagram and they can see your work, and guess what? they will book. Why? Because you have the proof shown on your grid. All right. Here's what else you can do to build your confidence. I want you to know your product. The product that you are using, it's important that you know them. You understand them, you can explain them, how to use them, study even know what's in the product. This helps clients as well. They can know what it is that you're putting in your hair, in their hair. And also too, use professional products. So you're shopping at the hair store, not saying you can't have beauty supply hair store product, but that shouldn't be all the products that you're using. Remember, you are a professional. And so you want to be sure that you're using products that labeled you as such. So you don't have any products that are professional right now. Now is a great time for you to start learning them by going to classes or looking up things online to figure out what is the next product line that you're going to try. Go to their workshop, go to their classes. This is how you gain more product knowledge. So you can know how to use the products that you're putting in your client's hair. This is what builds your confidence. The more you know, the more you'll grow. And you'll be able to speak from a place of confidence and rather than a place of uncertainty. Okay? Know how to use your products as well. Make sure you understand what product works for different hair types, skin types, or whatnot, and making sure that you consider those things with your client. All right, now let's talk about your work. How do you build your confidence? I need you to figure out what 2 to 3 services you offer well. What 2 to 3 services do you offer well? You need to create signature look. When you create a signature look, what this will do is you will sharpen these styles and techniques. You will work on making them very, very neat, clean, and your something that people will just always ask for. Be creative. Um, Take the time and get some models and get the models and create this look on them. Take pictures, videos for content, and I want you to use this as your selling card. These are signature services that you do well, and you want people to come and buy these services. You don't want to come in and start servicing so many services. You want to come in and start servicing the services you do very well. This is what's going to help build your confidence. Okay? So create your signature look. And then also, I want you to dress the part. You need to look and show up as what you want to be. So if you're just getting out of beauty school, don't tell me I don't have this and I don't have that. Listen, we all have what we need, or else we can be creative to get what we need. So if you want to be called the professional, look like Jennifer down the street on Instagram, you got to show up as her. Making sure your hair is done, making sure you have on well-groomed clothes every single time you step into work. Do not go to work looking busted, y'all. You gotta show up as the professional that you are called to be every single day. Because when you show up as this, then people will approach you as this. When you don't have the look or the image on for what you're trying to display, then what happens is people will miss you. People will overlook you and they will not book you. I know there are several, I see it all the time how several people, it's like, this is how they go to work, this is how they show up to work. No, this is not it. This is not what you do. You want to show up as a part. How would you feel if you showed up to your doctor's appointment and your doctor looked and showed up how he felt? He probably didn't feel like coming to work, but would you call him doctor if he had on Uggs and if he had on baggy pants and a t-shirt, would you feel free? Would you feel comfortable calling him your doctor? No, you want to see a white coat. You want to see a clean collar. You want to see that person that you're spending your money with, right? And same thing with you. You want to show up as the professional stylist. You want to be set apart. I know that society says that you should dress like this, but I want to tell you, you don't have to dress like that. Show up for what you want to be called, how you want to be paid. Show up as this, okay? Keep your hair done, keep your nails done. This is the part of self care. Because remember, you are your brand. You are branding yourself. And how you brand yourself matters and how people will approach you. All right? All right. So this is getting good, y'all. All right. So also too, I want to talk about asking for feedback and having accountability. This is all a part of building your confidence. Do not be afraid of feedback. I noticed criticism, corrective criticism have not been the easiest thing for people to receive, but the Bible simply said we need to have accountability because this is what helped us grow. And this is what helped us be able to not miss the mark. So you need someone, you need someone who can help you, to assist you, who can give you feedback and say, that was good, that was great, this is what you should work on. This is what you can do better. You need someone who sees you, who understands you, but sees you, and that knows the potential that's inside of you so that it can be developed and nurtured. Okay. And last but not least is celebrate every win. Celebrate every win. Now, celebrating every win does not mean ball all out. It does mean celebrate your win. Like, celebrate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Um, if you did a really great job on a service where you usually struggle, celebrate. I'm so proud of myself. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. And actually do what is necessary to make sure you remember this moment because this is how you be able to see yourself grow and give yourself grace as you grow. So celebrate your wins. Don't just win and keep moving. Win and take your time. Win and celebrate. Win and acknowledge that a that you made a win. This is all a part of building your confidence because a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit as we should. And so when you slow down and celebrate yourself, this is what helps so that you're not always looking for someone else to celebrate you because you're doing the necessary thing to make sure that you celebrate yourself. Okay? All right, y'all. This was good for me. So I hope it was really good for y'all because this was really good for me to help with being able to help others build their confidence because I once knew what it was like not to have confidence. And even too, my confidence is always challenged when it's time to do something new. And so know that you're not alone. You're not the only one who struggled with confidence. People had a process that they have to go through. Some take longer than others, but when we have to build our confidence, we have to go through the process of understanding the new strength that we are now getting to as we build our confidence. So you don't have to be perfect to be powerful, but you do have to be sure that you take the time to build your confidence. Confidence is built within time, not something that you're going to get overnight, but you must take your time and go through the process. Okay? All right. Now, let me know how this has helped y'all. I am so excited because I am so and so focused on depositing seeds into your growth so that you can grow as a beauty pro. And then also too, just let me know how this helped you. Drop something in the comments. Leave us a review of this episode and let me know which part really stood out to you. Okay? Also too, now if you're going to go deeper with us, I want you to know that we have one-on-one coaching calls available with Educate Beauty 360, and we also have a workshop, texture and lock workshop, that are available to you where you get to take the time to learn how to do texture and lock services so that you are able to add this to your menu. Be sure to check that out at educatebeauty360.com, and it will give you the details on how you can sign up and register with a texture workshop. Now, I also want you to know with the one-on-one coaching call, those are available to you so that if you need strategy on how you can go from one place to the next. I am offering coaching calls. They come two in one bundle where you get two calls for the price of one. And this is where we get to hear what issues are facing and how we can take you from one place to the next. And so I'm willing to sit and listen and understand where you are and give you those strategies that are needed and necessary for your beauty business. So, one-on-one coaching call is necessary for you if you are in a place of stuck. So visit our website, educatebeauty360.com, and this is where you will be able to go on to sign up. Now, there are also always free resources on our website, as well as other resources available to you where you can gather all that you need so that you can continue to grow as a beauty pro. But if in general you just would love to stay connected with us, be sure to join our community. We have a community available where you can be able to join in on subscriptions, and every month we are doing coaching calls with groups, in groups where beauty pros, those in beauty students, they're coming from beauty school and they can get in community so that they can get strategy on how they can pivot through this place. This is the best place if you need mentorship, you need coaching, you need someone to help you assist with the business side while you are growing in the salon. This is the place you want to be. All right. So thank you guys. Be sure to visit our website at www.educatebeauty360.com. And this is going to give you all the information of what we have to offer through the Fight to Unite podcast. Now, share this video with anybody you know who's in the beauty industry. If they're in beauty school or they're coming out, send it to your fellow classmates. But this is definitely where we will always have more tips, real talk, and resources to help support you as a beauty pro. All right. So I hope you guys were encouraged. I am looking forward to more and more and more. Be sure to join us again next week at the Fight to Unite podcast, and this is where you can be able to grow as a beauty pro. All right, guys. Thank you. Peace.